hello, hello! My lovely, lucky, linguistic, linguini, Ligarians. Alright, it's been a little while, but we're back in the saddle. Alright, we're gonna be going tanky poppy in the jungle. Gonna get our Hunter's Talisman, Warding Totem, and our refillable potions, because what's better than coming back to your camp base and be like, I don't have to rebuy these. It's awesome. And
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Probably need to turn down that bad boy. Alright. So, this game should be interesting. I normally feel like practicing makes perfect, but I'm gonna jump right in without any warm-up time. But that's alright. We'll see how this game progresses. On the other team, they've got a decent engage. I could probably talk about some of their weak points. They've got a Sejuani on their team, and I'm going to try to sneak up an old Sejuani, cause it's what you do. It's what you do when the other team has a Sejuani. Hammer time, alright. Alright, so we're gonna check out what's going on down there. Not too much. We're gonna sneak our way over to, oh. No Sejuani there. Must have did blue. I don't want Lucian. Oh, there's my Sejuani. Flashed over this way. I smited his red. But if I was Sejuani, I would try to steal my red. Mechanics are a little rusty. Really rusty. Looks like Teemo's taking nice care of top. Sejuani looks like he's busy farming. Smite that to get the fancy Prug buff. Malzahars can, these guys, Malzahars can be difficult to gank. Especially one that stays so far away from my ability to gank him.
I'm in 100%.
got them all. Alright, so I'm gonna drift on over to Wolves. It looks like bot lane is pretty pushed up. It might be good to attempt a gank at bottom lane. We're gonna give it a shot. Alright, no follow-up by Leona. Oh, she's flashing in. Interesting.
The hero? Nah.
So a bit of a problem there is they're gonna know which side of the jungle I'm on. And they can use that as an advantage to try to make some counter plays, or the mid lane can be or any of the lanes that I'm not by a little they can play more aggressively. But I have to keep in mind that the Leona is a bit slow to react. But that's fine, like, it just means that engaging other lanes is going to be a good decision rather than engaging bot lane. But as it stands, Malzahar is playing pretty safe. He's staying way back there. So actually, I'm gonna throw a ward over here. Oh, but there's Sejuani right there. So the ward's not even necessary at this point.
How Demacian of you.
But his ward over there did die.
Really go for a nap. Alright.
I'm gonna go throw a ward over there. It could be that Sejuani is in the area, and that's why Malzahar is being so aggressive at the moment. Okay, there's Sejuani. Ooh,
An enemy has been slain.
nice.
Has been slain.
Alright, so I'm in a little danger here. Alright, I'm good. Okay, looks like I gained some credit for that. Oh, that was funny. Alright, got my level 6, I'm gonna head on back. That was nice that I got that level 6. Alright, so we're gonna be getting we're gonna be going Tracker's Knife to get some of that awesome vision, and we're gonna be going for our Cinder Hulk. I'm gonna be dashing on out. I'm gonna give Zed the old smiley face. Now bot lane is asking for help, but Callista and them are already gone. Now if I can just get my my booty on over to
Three pigtails.
the frog there. I forget what his name is. Toad guy. Looks like Trinamir got
What do you mean my hammer's too big?
got Timo. Seems a little too risky, man. Cause like you got plenty of people that could come to Sejuani's rescue there. Throw another ward in there. Like he's not gonna be so dumb as to.
Who knew there were so many heroes?
Oh, there we go. Alright, so we just push those to tower. There were some wards over there. And, that's one ballsy Leona, man. My goodness. Does he really want me to get this for him? Alright. Fine by me, I suppose. So, I think that went like even, but since we got the dragon, I would call that getting getting ahead in that one. So it looks like all our towers are still up. Looks like Trinamir has joined mid lane. This would be a good time to get old Scuttles.
Guess I'm going this way now.
Because I feel Malzahar is going to rotate somewhere. Maybe to blue or something, and he might have to pass over river.
Okay, I admit.
I don't like the fact that he just left his lane like that.
An enemy has been slain.
It might be okay.
So does my hammer.
Okay, there's Malzahar. And I'm gonna ping, and hopefully we can nail this. Not today, buddy. Oh, survive, buddy!
Has been slain.
Oh, that's silly, silly ultimate. Let's see, what is he building? Oh, he's going
Important to give
He's going full AP. And he's losing to the Trinomir.
The hero?
Not the kind of thing you want to see from your Teemo. We're gonna go back. Leave some farm for Teemo. Hopefully he'll be relevant later in the game. Yes, yes, I hope so. We're gonna get some Swifty boots. Gonna go for a Dead Man's Plate. We're gonna buy another Vision Ward. And can we get those now? Yeah, we're gonna go for our Farsight
Ooh, there were so many heroes.
Alteration. Is that what it is? Farsight Totem. They changed the name to that? Alright. Be maxing our E second because it has I believe it has a passive. Yeah, she's out of there. I don't have to knock her against the wall for that one. Let's see, we got a minute 40 on Dragon. So we don't have to assault that area just yet. But getting some wards around there should be a good idea. For show!
Yep, it's even heavier than it looks.
Throw a ward right there. Throw a ward right there. Throw a ward right there. Ward it up.
Make my hammer mad.
And make him use his little spin attack.
I hope the hero likes me.
We'll wait here for a second. That should get him. Alright.
The hammer does most of the work, but I
Alright, so knock some HP off of him. And we're gonna adios. We're gonna see if we can get Scuttles. Not gonna secure that stun, but let's see if we can. So that's good. Yeah, I see you, man.
from the heels.
Just stun that guy there. See if we can do a little fancy tactics there. Oh, rough. They're making some questionable moves here. Alright, now that's what I like to see, the comebacks. Alright, we're gonna throw a Farsight over there. Throw that at Dragon, even though we don't mean it. Oh, that's nice of Leona. Alright, so we're gonna use our, well, yeah, we're not gonna do this. We're gonna leave Trinomir alone. I have a feeling he's just gonna sail away. Come sail away, some sail away with Trinomir. Looks like Zed is doing a darn good job out there in the field of battle. Yeah, that's right. I earned that kill. Alright. Mr. Malzahar has adjourned back to the top side where he can possibly get a kill on our precious Teemo. Actually, we're gonna see if we can get old Scuttles. See, where can we throw that? Yeah, that's a good spot. Oh, there's Malzahar.
Gotta see this through.
Come on. Oh. Looks like Trinamir. Saw Trinamir come in this way. Oh. Did he not have his ultimate up? What? What is going on this game? Triple kill again for old Lucian, man. This dude. We should be able to get this. Yes, yes, yes. So, earlier in the game, it was a little questionable if the Lucian was able to play his ADC role well. Let's see where. Well, I'll just throw it right there. Take all of the blue buff. Because we're such a badass. Throw a defensive ward there. Now, good old Trinamir. Hey, Trinamir, what's going on, buddy? Alright, so Trinamir must have, there he is. Oh, this guy, man. Oh, what? Surrender? Alright, well, that's first game coming back. What is with these guys? Alright, let's do a little item analysis and check out if there were any issues there. 009. All my kills were going to my teammates. That's where it's at. That's where you want your kills, especially when you're tanky. Cause tanky's awesome in the beginning, but all right. But Lucian looks like he picked up the slack. It doesn't seem like any of their guys went AFK. But I'm guessing there was a bit of a upheaval with their team because, where was Nami and stuff? And I think when Lucian got 2 triple kills in a relative amount of time, they're like, oh. But in the beginning, that first, Leona throwing the flash and the spear thingy, the gap closer, and I'm like, needed that needed that 10 seconds ago. I was like, okay, bot lane, all right. You are done. But they did well. All right, that's what you want to see. All right, solution, pretty simple itemization. Essence Reaver into rapid fire cannon. Your two, you can go Essence Reaver. You can delay your Berserker Grease or even boots if you want, but you want to pay attention to when your enemy gets boots because you don't want to, you know, you don't want to be in a position where you can't outrun them. So always pay attention when your enemy is getting boots, especially when let's say you get your main item and you want to maybe, you know, get that secondary item to boost that damage. Or so if they don't have their boots, I think it's a pretty good assumption you should go for your next damage-worthy item. So 9, 0, and 6, he did much better. Given that I'm only back today, I should have checked how well he was actually doing, and I would have been like, oh, phew. Yeah. The Teemo went 5, and 0, and the Tryndamere, he didn't do as much as Teemo, so I want to say Teemo did better because it seemed like he was more active. Tryndamere, I don't know. I'll get to him in a second. Please, okay. Anyway. So Teemo, that's a good Teemo build. You're going for magic penetration later in the game. Now you notice that the Tryndamere, his opponent got no magic items. So armor or magic pen at this point, at this stage in the game, is a little unwarranted. See, if you see Sejuani, no MR items. Malzahar, no MR items. Now, given that they could have runes. They could have some rune page like 8 MR or 10 early game MR or something like that. But usually when so usually when they don't have any MR, some magic resistance over what's going on here. But it's still a good item. It gives him survivability, even though Tryndamere kind of chunks his health anyway. And it's a good item because it's going to be an item that's going to be useful late game. So that's fine. It's still a useful item because if they have AP and hopefully Tryndamere has some MR, some magic resistance, so it doesn't take so much damage from Teemo's early game, that this would still come in handy to penetrate the rune page magic resistance, sort of natural magic resistance, I guess. And Zed looks like he was cleaning up too. That is awesome. Two guys that were cleaning up. Let's see. I want to say that I was I was pivotal in scoring some kills for my teammates. So I'm glad that all those kills went to my other guys, because I don't need to be super powerful at all. I just need to have some stuff to catch people, stun them, and get them out of there. Unfortunately, Poppy is a fairly good counter to Tryndamere, because you can get things that decreases critical strike, like Randuin's Omen, which decreases in critical strike. It does an active slow attack, and also and it also has defense and whatnot. And the trick with Tryndamere is all about kiting him, stunning him, getting his health down to nothing. And that Tryndamere, he wasn't respecting the fact that I have a pretty good gap closer that can stun him. And even if I don't stun him, I can push him back. And if I Q on him, he'll be slowed. So he wouldn't be able to follow up. So that's a pretty good, unless he's a super fed Trenimir, then you'd have a tough time dueling him. But he put himself in some odd situations, and most of their team probably could have done better. And it's always a thing with top lane that it's pertinent that you ward, but sometimes you're like, I'm not warding. I ain't running this jail. I ain't warding. So with Zed, pretty standard. You got the Boots of the City for cooldown, more alt action. It's not more cult action, it's more alt action. You got the Black Cleaver standard. Yomu's Ghostblade, fantastic item to, shred armor, give you attack speed. So you get more of those attacks in, and finally, it's an armor shred. And then you get a little speed up, so you can actually escape and go into a target. Very, very useful. Useful in terms of you're good with these items. You can go this pretty offensive build because the Malzahar, he has some survivability because of Rod of Ages that gives him that extra health, and he has the damage. You saw that Teemo, despite the fact that I cut his ultimate short, Teemo still died to, I believe, his Q or whatever is that damage over time attack. And I hope that he lived, but he didn't. Nami had it kind of tough in lane. I could say that a Leona Nami lane is tough because if you misposition yourself on Nami, you can still be a target. Because Leona not only does a good amount of damage, she can tank a lot of that damage, and the return damage, it's like a Leona and Lucian is gonna out damage the Nami and the Callista, especially early game. I feel Lucian and Leona have the advantage. Because it's amazing how much damage, and a lot of Leonas will take attack runes instead of full armor or full defensive runes. So they'll go some offensive rules, and they really will kick some butt. And a lot of players that aren't expecting that, they can be, the floor can be wiped with them. Looks like fairly standard stuff. For us, Queen's Claim. I feel like this is more useful mid to late. It's still a good item. She got Sidestone, so these items are fine. Sidestone's gonna help out with that vision. The Frost Queen's Claim. It's good when you want to execute an attack, but it seemed like none of them could really group up in an attack. Like, they needed to work on their communication a lot better. Because they were at a disadvantage. Because our Zed and our Lucian were getting those kills. So you gotta step up that teamwork. Let's see. So the Sejuani got Frozen Heart, mostly to contend with the Zed. And no one's running Blade of the Rune King, but there's still plenty of attack speed to warrant here. I'm not attack speed, I'm more burst. Lucian is a little bit of attack speed and burst damage, so that makes this item a little clunky. Leona, she's not either, she's just a tank. Teemo, I don't think he had, Teemo's AP, so not that good, but when it comes to Zed, Sejuani, it's a good choice for Zed. However, Randuin's Omen would be another good item, because of the defense that you're going to get against Lucian's critical attacks. It could if he was planning to catch Zed, and Zed's hard to get when he's fed, it might have been better to get Frozen Heart for those attack speed, because he's got attack speed, speed, and the active grants attack speed 40%, or yeah, 40%, and he would lower his normal attack speed too. So it's possibly to be able to get away from that, get away from his ultimate and survive or something like that. But to deal with Lucian, a Randuin's Omen would have been better because it would cut down on the critical strike, and he's doing 50% critical strike. So every other attack is a critical strike, doing something around 400, 500, depending on what his base attack and all this other stuff. So Randuin's Omen might have been a better option for Sejuani. Looks like he upgraded his potion. I guess that's fine. Sejuani needs mana and health, and that item works. Boots of Swiftness, I know you need to get places, but I would say Ninja Tabi, because, like, for me, I need to, for a Poppy, I get Boots of Swiftness. I played around with other stuff, but for Poppy, you need to position yourself correctly. Now, I understand Sejuani if you do need to position yourself, and it helps to do that. But really, like, it's about your accuracy with your bola shots. And so, in that respect, I think Ninja Tabi, which would reduce Zed and Lucian, I think that would have been better. But Boost of Swiftness is going to get you around the map quicker. It's going to get you into better positioning, so you could effectively throw your bola where it would fall short or something like that. So you can get in position faster. So it's still a valid choice. But I feel like with Poppy, because you owe so much to stunning against a wall, man, positioning is super important. I find it tough without items like Boots of Swiftness, and my next item, the I forget what the name's called, but it builds from the Giant's Belt. It's the thing that makes that wave that comes from you. Alright, so the Malzahar, standard Malzahar stuff, you got the Rod of Ages and building further AP. That's just fine. He did okay in lane. He got some he didn't do too good with the swap, and I think Trinomir might have been a little confused about the swap too, because he wasn't doing that well against Zed, I don't think. They should have, instead of swapping lanes, they should have tried to help bot lane, or maybe that's just not even possible either. But because Lucian can be slippery fish, yes. Trinomir got no MR, which that might have been prudent. But standard Trinomir stuff, it can still work. You can chop down turrets with this idea, but you have to be able to you need to know where the enemy is, and you can't be so risky as to get so close to a Poppy who can stun you against the wall. You really got to watch yourself, because it's a glass cannon type situation. And then the Callista, Blade of the Rune King. Okay, so it looks like Leona was building some magic. Oh, okay, I see what she was building. She was building a Gaius for their various AP damage. That's fine. Yeah, she could have also built something like a Frozen Heart to deal with the attack damage of Callista, to reduce that Blade of the Rune King attack and Trinomir's attack. But the MR is just as helpful, I feel. All right, so the Callista went 1 and 5. So Callista might have had some luck in the beginning, but it looks like later on Leona woke up from her nap and did some work. Certainly 1 to 14 denotes some work. All right, gentlemen, The Arch is back. I'll be coming out with some new videos. Hopefully, I don't think there's a new champion out. I think it's pronounced Jin or Jin or it's not a jungling champion, but I might give it a shot in jungle or give it a shot in general. Cause get it? He shoots things. Oh, but we'll see about that. And some more, hopefully more Shen in the jungle. That's because I like that. I'm gonna try some tank Shen in the jungle. See how that goes against Devourer Shen in the jungle. All right, my beauties, stay my beauties. Okay, bye.